Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Je vais vous prendre le croque-monsieur et un Tokyo.
Allez, le
Ah,
croque-monsieur classique
un classique, ouais.
et un Tokyo.
Vous avez une salade verte ou quelque chose comme ça?
Oui,
C'est
avec.
bon. Avec, ça va? Ok, c'est bon. Good morning, Dakinis. How are you? Sorry, I'm coming barefaced once again. And I, as per usual, I don't have time to really come and create content, so I decided that I was going to make a video to say hello because it's been a week, I think, since I haven't posted anything here. If you really, really want to learn about goddess spirituality, the notion of transforming into becoming, the point of attraction of your manifestation, you need to obsessively follow me on Instagram. I usually go live on Instagram about 2 or 3 times a week, usually around 7 p.m. Paris time. And actually, the reason why I'm so simple is because, well, yesterday, what was I going to say? Yes, we were sending the potions orders, and France is different from any other Western country I've lived in or where I've traveled. Basically, it's the holiday season, and whereas most countries would actually have people working longer, well, in France, the places, like post office or companies that do delivery or shipping, all of them close at 5:30 p.m. So yesterday, Julia tried to ship everything, but she just wasn't able to because they were just closing. And so today is the 22nd. It's the last day of the spiritual year when you follow the rhythm of light. Basically, the portal closed, which means that the new team of spirit guides who are supposed to help us in this new cycle, this new year, is already done. So today is the last day. This morning, I decided that I was going to go and do the shipping of the orders myself because I want you to receive them as fast as possible. And so this is long story short why I'm dressed so like nothing. After lunch, I'm going to go back, process like package more orders. Julia is going to send more again today, and I will do a live around 7 p.m. Okay, so as you saw in the title, I want to talk about what's been very popular this past couple of years, back again, even though it was really popular about 20, 30 years ago in the Western mainstream sort of version of manifestation, which doesn't apply usually spirituality, which they made a completely sort of mind reprogramming concept. I mean, you're going to hear about the notion of the universal laws, like the law of one, the notion that there's one consciousness, one being one with God, and us having that essence of one. But they really don't talk about, because they don't know probably, the other aspect. What is the law of one? What is this link between us and source? What makes us actual God and goddesses walking around earth, serving our sacred mission? So anyway, so they this term SP, specific person or special person, became very popular. People who were students of someone who was known as an Ethiopian or Nubian teacher, basically teachings of the ancient Nubia, ancient Kemet, Kama, basically the heart of the Pharaoh's teaching, which was actually separated between two categories: the priests teaching the masculine way of manifesting, and the priestesses under the mystical school of Isis, which were using basically the notion of the Tantra. Before even the Tantra, the word itself actually started, you know, being used in Sanskrit in the temples, the tantric temples of Lalita, where yoni pujas, things of that nature, were performed. So this is the origin, that part of Africa, which is known today as, the part of, Sudan, Ethiopia, Djibouti, Eritrea, and of course, Egypt today, which was pre-Muslim Egypt. I mean, we're talking about thousands upon thousands of years ago. So the teachings that are now known, that were divided as, the law of one, then the law of assumption, then for the vast majority, the people, at the bottom of the pyramid who were, merci beaucoup, the people at the bottom of the pyramid, which are basically not supposed to understand the law, which were supposed to know, about the secret and things like that, just basic law of attraction, which you're never going to consistently manifest from, especially if you're not a spiritual. So it was created back then. So this word SP, special person or specific person, became trendy again a couple of years ago in this Western law of attraction or law of assumption community. And that word means absolutely nothing. Why is it easier? Why is it so easy to manifest an SP versus manifesting the real love of your life or an actual soulmate align with your divinity? Well, because SP refers usually to the vast majority, someone that you already know, someone who is usually a masculine, so someone whom you lost because of whatever behavior you exhibited, stemming from the notion of you not being connected to your own goddess and you acting out of neediness, acting out your shadow of abandonment, rejection, basically not being worthy, not being enough, not living on your throne, not being on your pedestal, all of these things that are taught to us from the moment we're born and, the moment we initiate, when we get our first sacred menses and become women, in all of the initiation rites that you find in indigenous people, especially the ones that practice matriarchal rites of sexual energy, the yoni, womb power, sex magic, etc. The notion of connecting to your womb, connecting to your Swadhisthana chakra, your womb power, in order to manifest through your own magic of you being a goddess, an actual goddess on earth. So an SP is very easy because basically it's telling you that so long as you gain back your self-concept and you understand that you're worthy and you understand that through telepathy, which always works through the law of one, you can pretty much project thoughts that are going to be captured, absorbed by the whole consciousness, the whole worldly community, which is why you're going to be treated a certain way by everyone, based on the actual thought, emotion, feeling tied to a thought about you, about your worthiness, about your entitlements, which is, what we talk about in goddess spirituality all the time, your worthiness and your entitlement to having the most amazing life, because by default you are a goddess. You were born with the goddess seed, which is basically something that I think, correct me if I'm wrong. Don't come to judge me because I don't follow any sort of any guru in that. But from when I started to initiate 20 years ago, the stuff that I was reading just felt like it was void of soul, basically. Pretty much talked about, which is what Western thought is anyways, devoid of any type of soul, which is man is just supposed to be a thinking being, without taking into account all of the aspects of what actually is a human being. The astral body, the sattvic body, the buddhic body, all of that, the merkaba, all of that, which makes you a divine being that has incarnated and has borrowed a flesh to pursue your mission here on earth. So it's very easy to manifest an SP, because an SP is someone who's probably on your journey, someone who's not even worthy of you in the first place, someone who has importance in your eyes because they had the privilege of rejecting you. So it triggered ego, it triggered memories and implants of you being rejected, of you not being worthy enough. A lot of times it even goes back to the inner child that just needs to be looked at, cuddled, and told you're okay. You're actually okay even without that SP. A lot of times even you're going to see that once you manifest that SP, you finally realize that you didn't need that SP anyways, that you kind of upgraded yourself so much that you have out what's the word in English, outgrown him, that you realize that he's not even worthy of you in the first place, of the goddess aspect of you. And that is why this whole thing, it's really a waste of time if you really are just onto the mental work, I'm going to do my affirmations every day and it's going to happen. Yes, just with affirmations you're manifesting an SP. 2 weeks you're manifesting an SP. Do you want to live with that SP? Probably not. You want to have a family with that SP? Probably not. So you're wasting your time. Literally wasting your time, because you're focusing on an egoic need to reclaim someone who rejected you now that he has claimed you back because he wasn't worthy in the first place and he just saw you for the grand person that you are now just from mental games. You're going to be with that person, get bored, understand that you want to move on from someone else. Not realizing that you're going to have sex with that person, creating egregores with that person, putting more implants, more karmic weight, more depleting yourself of more of that, your core sexual energy, until you move on to the next one, the next SP. Maybe you have a better concept of self and you're going to upgrade in your SP category, the characteristics of that new SP, and it's going to be like that, and you are going to become a sort of a semi-promiscuous manifesting queen, just using your mental but not realizing that you're actually polluting yourself. In the spiritual community, we understand that our intimacy is in goddess spirituality. We understand that our intimacy is the most precious thing we have. So we're not chasing, and we're not even just our thoughts. We're not hoping for an SP, a specific SP, to come back to us, because we know that we are the point of attraction. That is why we do so many rituals and we use goddess tools like potions, which are energetic perfumes. It's all about pleasure principle. If you haven't gotten my book, please go get my book. It's basic. My 12-year-old read it, and she's not even an English speaker, and she got it. And very easy concepts, understanding that you're manifesting from being a goddess, and understanding the goddess entitlements and the moaning principles. It's about your sacred mission, and it's about sacred alliance. It's about coming into contact in the vicinity of your actual soul partner. You're going to have a lot of soul partners that you've signed up through this life. But the point is really to only claim the one that is right for you and that isn't actually... Merci. Merci beaucoup. Merci. Food was served. I'm not going to... Oh my God, this cocktail is called Tokyo. I don't know why, but it's made with passion fruit, ginger, and pineapples, with a little hint of lemon. I would have called it tropical, personally. I don't know why it's called Tokyo, but anyways, white people. Sorry. Sorry for my white viewers, but I mean, you gotta, it doesn't make sense. Why would you call it cocktail Tokyo if it has ginger, pineapple, passion fruit, and a hint of lime? I mean, that's the stuff that grows in my backyard in the heart of Africa, and it probably grows everywhere in the Caribbean as well. Anyways, so there's a law that is actually called, there's so many laws. Law of divine delay, or law of divine timing, which is basically understanding that you're going to need to go back to doing your rituals, your daily. You wake up in the morning, you sit, you connect with spirit, you receive the instructions for the day, you recite your mantras, you apply your potion, you sit silently in meditation and you connect to yourself. You apply your potion so that the potions become a GPS. And I mean, it's not even anything new. Potions have been used and are still used throughout the world in most of the non-Western world until today. Elixirs, anything. I mean, for me, even when I cook, I put intentions in my food, I put certain ingredients, and it becomes a weapon of mass magic. So it's important as a sacred feminine who wants to really connect to your own sensuality, loving yourself, taking yourself on dates, connecting and having the help of spirit guides who are divine in nature. If you come to me as a Venusian, the ones that I work for, are Lalita, Erzuli, and Oshun. Being a daughter of Oshun myself, I have been initiated in so many mystical rites and occult schools. We'll call them schools, right? They're not schools, but yes, societies throughout the world, around the world. It's about self-seduction. It's about being back on your pedestal. It's about claiming your entitlements, but it's not a mental process. It's really, energy is just, energy is again a Western word that means nothing. Energy equals spirit. When you change vibrations, it's because you change the spirits that are around you. You basically let go of the ones you basically it's an exorcism, so to speak, so that the spirits of low vibrations leave you, because as you continue on doing these rituals, your body becomes this sacred temple where it is only filled with godly divine spirits, goddesses and gods. Period. It's really what it is. So when people talk about energy, I tend to smile and move on because it means there's a certain level of understanding, and a lot of people even call themselves experts, and I wonder why. Are they really experts? Which means that they're trying to lead you on in this Western law of attraction myth that they've created that makes a lot of money to a lot of people. I mean, I could be here and create different types of, which I even did in the past and I removed them. I could create different types of how to manifest your SP. It's good and it's easy and it makes you feel good because you're going to manifest that SP very, very fast. I have so many techniques to manifest an SP, but I probably at this time, I teach them to my daughters. They're 12, 13 years old. Actually, no, they're just turned 13 and 14 years old. So that's that level. It's middle school and high school level, so that they gain mastery and they gain confidence in their magic. Someone who's 22, 23, 30, 40, 50 years old, I'm not going to teach them how to manifest an SP. I'm wasting their time, or at least I'm not helping them waste their time. It's also part of my karma to not do that. So the people who are posing as experts are either non-experts. They think, oh, energy, energy, energy. And they read something and they start content. It's great. It makes, because wealth is amazing. You're supposed to attract wealth anyways. So it's good that people are buying that stuff. It's only normal because money has to go around, come around. It's amazing. But it's about wasting your time. People shouldn't waste your time, and you shouldn't waste your time. Or I think that maybe they know and they deliberately choose not to tell you, which if it is the case, it's really not good to be at a certain level, to have acquired a lot of money or a lot of notoriety and keep people below by feeding them basically fast food spirituality or fast food law of attraction, fast food energy stuff, which is not going to help them in the long run. It's only going to make them doubt about why is law of attraction not working for me. Law of attraction is always working. It's about what spirits are around you at all times. What are your spirit guides? Depending on what culture, spiritual tradition you're from, you may call them angels, archangels. If you're part of the Kabbalah, ancient Judaism, actual mystical Judaism, you'll call them archangels and angels. They're spirits. They're actual entities, out of worldly entities. If you come from, us, the heart of Africa, and where actually the first rituals, the first connection of the goddess started. We just call them gods, goddesses, luas, orishas, spirit, ogun, egun. It doesn't matter. It's all the same. These are out of worldly divine beings with whom we have signed pacts and contracts to come and help us fulfill our sacred mission here, to align to our infinite nature, meaning that we're entitled to manifest wealth, which is another entity, another energy spirit. So you're supposed to do whatever is right to always be surrounded with wealth energy, wealth spirits, using your sexual power, which is your creative power, to harvest, harness, to fuel that power and expand yourself more and more into this divinity essence, not just being an essence, but embodying the goddess, so that everything that comes to you comes by default. You can't do that just by thinking it. You have to really perform the ritual so that these entities are with you at all times. You have to do honorings, you have to do offerings, you have to connect with them, ancestors, spirits, goddesses, and all of that. If you're just stuck on energy as a Western person, you're going to have occasional wins, but you're going to have most of the time an up and down sort of manifestation dynamic. So yes, sometimes it might feel like, because of the law of divine delay, the law of divine timing, that sometimes it takes a little longer to manifest a real soulmate who is aligned to your goddess nature. But again, divine delay is also a very silly concept, because it means everything and it means nothing at the same time, because as you're divine, you determine the time. So manifesting your real soulmate, manifesting the man of your dreams, manifesting the man that you actually want, not a man by default, a man who's going to really love you and take you, and with all of your goods and bads and the flaws and the beautiful stuff that is just you, the authentic you. It doesn't need to take long. Because again, the law of divine delay, you are divine, so you create the delay. You decide whether there is a delay or not. If you have these spirits and you really focus on you grow into your goddess and you perform the rituals every day. When you become that person, the person matching that comes. No delay. No delay. They will find you. You become the point of attraction. They find you. So you can go for the SP just to sort of flatter your ego and feel like, okay, I can manifest this. And you can even decide to convince yourself that SP is the right person for you and stay with that person. Most of the time, no. It's not going to be the man of your dreams, the man that you're going to be with, create your family and share that mission with. Most of the time, it's not. So you're wasting your time. But some people love to waste their time. So suit yourself. You are a divine being. It is your free will to use your time here in the superficial and non-superficial things. It is really your story that you're creating, and it's all you. Everything is perfect in divine order, always. So it's just a choice you have to make. It's really a choice you have to make. I'm going to end the video here because my food is getting cold. I hope that this video finds you well. I hope you're enjoying I don't know if I'm going to be able to post this video today. Otherwise, I'm going to do it tomorrow because it's my free day. I don't work on Venus Day, on Fridays, forever and ever. For a long time, I haven't worked, with minor exceptions. My potions are still on sale on the website, so take advantage of them. don't just take advantage of them just if you want to try them. Okay, my potions are tools that you're supposed to use at all times, at all times. So when you start buying from me, please just know that it's a commitment, at least 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Most of my clients actually become, it's like it's they always have it, just like they renew their perfume or their clothes or whatever. And understand that once you start using my potions, manifesting that little money that they cost is going to be easy. It's going to be every month you're going to have money to buy them, because these deities, once you have them with you and you start transforming and changing, you won't want to be separate from them. If you just want to feel like, oh, I'm going to put some money aside, I'm going to try this, don't do it. Don't buy from me. I'm not the right person for you. I don't actually want customers or clients who are flimsy about spirituality, because then these are the clients or customers that drown me in emails, still asking me and telling me why this. Oh, I have a question. I have this thing, because they're not autonomous. They just tried this thing. They're not committed. They're not devoted to it. They come with their anxiety and they feel that using my potions is going to save them. My potions are bringing the goddesses to you and helping you become a goddess. It's you. Also, my ingredients that I use are so precious, so powerful. I mean, remember, I use oud as an energy magnifier, pure oud resin coming from the tree, that has, not like oud that has been diluted or whatever. I use precious stones, diamonds. Not for everyone. Sorry. I didn't mean that. The ones that you have on the website are emeralds and rubies, and also, of course, meteorites, Venusian meteorite, gold, tektite, gold of Libya, and the masculine meteorite, moldavite. I use gold, of course, as an energy conductor. Some magic practitioner, which is like to use copper. For a long time, I haven't used copper. I don't really go well with copper or brass. For me, for my own goddess, no. I don't connect with these metals. For me, they're not precious or they're not powerful enough. So I use gold, 18K gold as a conductor. Pheromones and all of that. Amazing ingredients. So take advantage of the sale if you're ready to start on this journey. If you're just trying out, you're not sure, whatever, no. Enjoy the video, enjoy the content. It's still going to help you. But I do everything by hand, by myself, from start to finish. It's a tedious process, even though I'm a lazy goddess. But it's my mission. When I start doing it, I don't even think anymore. I just love doing it. I channel when I do it. And I hate to really see my precious potions going to people who are unsure about what they want in life, or they want short wins but not long-lasting transformation. Okay, enjoy my book, Addicted to Pleasure, the goddess formula to manifest our most capricious desires. Enjoy the mantras. You use the mantras every day, at least once a day, on your morning or evening routine. And enjoy the potions. Enjoy. I try to come back here next week. I'm probably gonna have a good channeled message for you, and that's it. Enjoy the video. Enjoy Christmas. Merry Christmas to people who celebrate Christmas. It's still a beautiful excuse, even for those of us who are not Christians or neo-Christians. For us whose ancestor is not Jesus, whose God is not the Christian God. It's still a good excuse to manifest wealth, to do our rituals, to tap into the wealth principle, to enjoy the pleasure of being around people and enjoying beautiful food, moaning through this beautiful time. Okay, it's really a special time, really a special time. I'll talk about it later on in another video, maybe, what it actually means for us who connect to spirit, what is actually the time of holidays, the new the solstice, what it actually means for us and how we should use it. Okay. I love you. Manifest lavish imperial opulence, and bon appétit to me.